Today I am trying out a 24-hour water fast, and I'm planning to, was planning to film throughout the day, but the fact is that I'm already well into it. But let me give you the background. So my name is Thomas. This is Thomas Try. So the reason why I wanted to do a 24-hour fast is that I just recently saw a podcast interview. It was either the Diary of the CEO of a Diary of a CEO or Modern Wisdom. I don't remember which one of those two. Either way, it doesn't matter. And the guy was interviewing a heart specialist. I'm pretty sure he was a heart specialist, but they were talking about the effect of, the body and the rest of the body and effect of the heart. I mean, no heart, no life, right? And they were talking about people being fat and cardiovascular health. And I think it was something in the, how does the body overall affect your heart? And they did touch upon this of being fat and the type of fat that I am, and that is I'm inside fat. Most of my fat is on the inside around my organs, so-called visceral fat, and that is the worst one. That's the most dangerous one. It puts strains on your organs, on your whole system. And the interesting part is that why I'm trying now this 24-hour fast was that the doctor said that the only way to burn visceral fat was fasting, because when you're in a fasted state, your body gets nutrition from the visceral fat. But if you do training and, eat less and train more and, burn calorie to get in the calorie deficit, it will take energy from your other fat or protein, so your muscles, depending on how you train. So he was sort of saying that the only thing to really burn visceral fat is through fasting. So that's what I'm trying out today. I had my last meal yesterday at 6 o'clock. It was a big meal, honestly, probably bigger than I should have. But it's a homemade meal, so it's a proper meal. It's not a processed meal. My diet is generally quite healthy. Yeah, I eat too much, but it's mostly made homemade. So we know all the ingredients. We don't cook with any bad oils. We use either coconut oil or butter or olive oil. Those are the three things we use. When I got up at 8 o'clock. I got out of bed, had a big glass of water. This is not an instruction manual of how to do water fasting or fasting at all. I'm just telling what I've done today. You have to do your own research or talk to a doctor. No medical advice, etc. But I had water. It's important to get your minerals, your electrolytes going. Unfortunately, I don't have electrolytes at home, but I have really high quality salt, Mediterranean salt, which has all the proper minerals a salt should have. And I use that in a glass of water, and also some apple cider vinegar. I also did have a cup of tea to get some caffeine going. Then I chilled a bit at home, and then I went to the gym at 11:15. Now, is that a wise thing to do when you're fasting, or when I'm fasting specifically? Probably not, because I got hungry. First of all, I got hungry after the gym. I'm usually having not the best day in the gym if I haven't had some sort of food and fuel before I go to the gym. Today, I'm basically going against all those routines or rules. And here I am. It's 12:40. It's Sunday. And I'm starting to get hungry, but so far so good. And I basically have 5.5 hours left until I can start eating. So I'll check in once or twice more. And then we'll see in the end how the day goes. Super quick note. Just came home, and I am now 19 hours into the fast, and I'm done with the training. I came home, and this is where I would normally eat. And now my head is starting to hurt, my stomach is starting to rumble, like my body is probably going into sort of this, what's it called, fight and flight mode or whatever. It's like sort of telling me or telling my brain like, hey, you haven't had any food, you need nutrition, let's go. And now I have reached the stage where I assume this is going to be a mental challenge as much as anything else, because I need to stick this out for another 5 hours, and I can really start to feel that this is going to take some willpower to go through. So I'm going to head out, walk the baby. It's a beautiful day outside, get some sunshine on my face, and hopefully forget that I haven't had food or forget that I'm hungry. We'll see how it goes. 22 hours in, and it's going surprisingly well, to be honest. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I came back from the gym, went walking with the dog for an hour, helps take the mind off things. Then I'm taking an easy day, been watching Netflix, and 2 hours to go and I can eat again. But I thought I'd just show you my fantastic electrolytes alternative and what do I do. So let me see if I can flip this camera around. Basically what I do is just get a glass of water. About so get a glass of water, and I have my fancy salt, which is this one, which comes out with as basically big flakes. Look at this huge flake. This is too big, but I'll break it down a little bit. A few flakes like this, and I just crush it. I put it in the water, but it gets very salty. So to combat the saltiness, I actually add some organic raw apple cider vinegar in here to, well, vinegar is vinegared, but I prefer the vinegar taste over the salt taste. So I'll just give that a little bit of a whiz, and that's pretty much it. And then I'm back to here again. And well, there's a couple of floaters in here, big flakes. I didn't crush it good enough, but here we go. This is what I do. Not particularly tasty, but helps with the vinegar. And that's how I'm trying to battle headaches and this fatigue, is to get some sort of electrolytes into my body during the day. So 2 more hours to go, yay. And there you have it. This experiment, or this fast, has now come to its end. And I'm gonna make some food and gonna eat. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a banana for an easy start, and then I'm gonna have a fairly easy meal. So a few quick thoughts at the end of it all. It actually went much easier than I anticipated. The day actually went faster than I anticipated. It's Sunday. I got up at 8 o'clock, which is I usually sleep at least until 9 or around 9 on Sundays. Yesterday I was thinking, oh, I should try to sleep till 10 or 11. Not that I've done that since I was a teenager, but I thought, okay, if I can sleep longer, but then again, you know, there are responsibilities, there are dogs, there are life. So I did get up, I did do the things, I walked the dogs twice today. I'm gonna walk them one more time in the evening. But I guess the biggest takeaway is I can't do this on a working day because I'm a little bit, I don't know if fatigued is the right word, but I don't have a lot of energy. Whatever I had of energy, I kind of burned at the gym. So that's, for me personally, that's a bit of a, from one side, I go to the gym, you know, I get my whole dopamine thing going. It's a whole ADHD thing. If I don't do it, I guess I somewhat conserve energy, but if I don't go to the gym, I don't get the energy. So it's kind of like, for me, it's the right thing to go to the gym and have a light training session, which I did. When I got home, that's when I really felt I was going down a bit. But yeah, so I've been watching Netflix for hours. I've been trying to do stuff. I went to the shop. I've been trying to do things to get my mind off food. Now it's been 24 hours and yeah, I'm hungry, but I'm not starving. I'm starting to get a bit of a headache now, to be honest. So I guess it's my body telling me that, hey, where's my nutrition? So I guess the ultimate, yeah, don't do this on work days, not for me. However, I want to try to make this into a regular thing. I tend to work every day, 7 days per week, not full days. You know, I run a couple of businesses, so I kind of always is on the computer. This forces me to take a break, so maybe that's a good thing, right? And maybe I should just plan for doing Sunday fasts and, you know, calm down. I have a tendency to get hangry as well. So being hungry, I don't want to do too much stuff that involves other people as well. Normally on Sundays, my wife and the children goes to visit our parents. So I have most of the Sunday to myself. So it's like a good combination. But I guess, I mean, one thing that I'm also going to be exploring and making a separate video about, and I want to do that as a way to improve myself in general, is what's it called? Intermittent fasting. So you typically, a very normal intermittent fasting schedule is that you don't eat for 16 hours and you have an 8-hour eating window. I'm thinking, or kind of want to do a eating window between 12 and 6. So it's like a 6-hour eating window, or maybe till 7. I will see. But having done this 24-hour fast makes me think that intermittent fasting is easier. It's not going to be that hard to do. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a month challenge of intermittent fasting, and now having this sort of first 24-hour water fast makes me believe that that is attainable, that that's not going to be a horrible experience. We'll see. But yeah, I feel pretty good. I'm going to try to do this on a regular basis. Now I just have to figure out where I can get electrolytes from. And this was day 5, I think. Or is it day 6 or is it 4? No, day 5. So this was filmed on Sunday, but you will watch it on Monday. So I guess it was yesterday. Anyway, now it's time for me to go and get some food and actually edit yesterday's video today, which anyway, There will be a new video tomorrow.